We've made, obviously legally there are ramifications, so our official response today to Blackrock is go fornicate yourself.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the corner. You're going to want to get strapped in early today. We've got a lot of news. If you haven't yet, make sure you leave a like on this video. It's going to be an interesting one, a spicy one that could potentially open the floodgates during discovery at perhaps one of the most evil companies on the planet due to a simple email address floating around. Now, if you've been following my channel, you know that I've been covering an investigation that has been done by Steven Crowder's team into an email address that has been linked to two different things. One, a high up at Blackrock, evil company. And then two, a particular website full of those type of videos. For example, well, I actually don't want to give you an example, but you get the idea. Things have been escalating. And then Friday, late Thursday, we found out that a letter was sent to various websites, including Steven Crowder, but also the CEO of Rumble, Chris Pavlovsky, from Blackrock lawyers, demanding that the website remove content, I guess, revealing this data. If you left a like on the video yet, you're going to want to leave a like on the video yet, because things are going to get very, very interesting. By the way, wherever you're watching it, I'm glad you're watching, but if you're enjoying my content, please subscribe or follow down below. I'll also be live over on Rumble at 1 Eastern today, discussing this in completely unfiltered manner. I'm live every day there from 1 to 3. Got a nice group of about 5,000-6,000 people every day tuning in. I'd love to see you there. Not telling you to leave the site you're watching your content on. Just join us for the live stream. That's all. So the whole ball of wax started with an investigation that Crowder's investigative team released. And I'm not going to go through the entire video. Most of you already know by now. Essentially, there was this email address that 10 or 12 different online kind of databases had connected to this one high-ranking official at Blackrock. Crowder investigative team reached out to her and said, hey, your email address has been used at this, or was a part of a data leak from this website full of this kind of terrible, evil content. Any comment? So instead of commenting, the woman instead had her lawyers respond. Once that became public, the law firm had since deleted their website, deleted their Twitter. The woman herself at the center of the investigation has deleted her LinkedIn and deleted all social media. Now, again, as I've said numerous times, this does not indicate guilt. It's certainly believable that she was getting a deluge of internet people filling up her comment section, maybe, sending her bad messages. I don't know, but I'm just saying, to be fair. So, I'm fair to all sides, even though it's very easy to not want to be fair to Blackrock. It's not an indication of guilt, but it's an interesting way to react. If an email address had, just like hypothetically, if somebody emailed me from some investigative team and was like, hey, there's this email address that, online databases are saying is yours, and it was used at this website, any comment, if I was, if I had no connection to that email address, I would be like, I don't know what you want. Of course, this is terrible. I never used that email address. You can have full access to all my computers and anything you want. You have my utmost support in finding out who used it. I never used it, but that's how I would respond. I also forgot to mention that according to one of these searches, that email address had logged in from an IP address attached to this woman's home. So essentially, maybe it's not her email address, maybe it's somebody in her household, but at some point there was some data pointing back to, hey, this IP address is at a home that you own and you logged into that email there. That email was also used at the website full of terrible things, okay? Again, pretty interesting. So then after that happens, they get this letter.
So I've just received word that Blackrock lawyers have sent a notice to Rumble and our site hosting company requesting that our recent investigative piece be removed, citing all kinds of infractions or issues that they view to be serious. And look, we here at this show, at this company, take this very seriously. I know that Rumble takes this very seriously, and we are going to give this a lot of thought, mindful prayer, and issue our official response on Monday. So bear with us, please.
So there was a lot in this document, clearly multiple pages, demanding that the video be removed. Now, I have 2 videos on the topic, so I hope that if you've made it this far and if you haven't left a like on it, you do now, and that you share it out there. Because it's at least my opinion that based on the actions of the lawyers and those involved in this, they want these videos to go away. They want them down. I want people to see them. I want you to, leave a comment. I want you to share it. I want you to interact with the video. I want you to let it play when after you watch it once, hit the replay button and walk away. I mean, I want people to see these videos. Now, also to point out, sorry, I'm a little sick today. I have the same bug that Crowder's crew does. The other thing to point out too is just because she works there, this is still no real indication that it has anything to do with Blackrock. So why is Blackrock, presumably sending these letters? Why is the defense company sending these letters for one of their employees? I think most companies would say, hey, people, have a life outside of here. This has nothing to do with us, blah, 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 blah. So I think it's pretty odd. I'll say pretty odd that, your company is sending letters. I suppose they might have a vested interest to do so, given that, they're in every one of these emails and replies and things of that nature. So now I have reached out to Chris Pavlovski, the CEO of Rumble, and confirmed that this letter is real and that the legal demands to take the video down are real from Blackrock. Can also now confirm that Chris Pavlovski has refused to take these videos down and has decided that it will require a court order to do so. This morning, Steven Crowder issued this update.
Last Thursday, and I mentioned this on Instagram, BlackRock requested to Rumble to have this removed and gone after all of our vendors to try and undo your support and ensure that, we cannot make a living. However, we always have to take ownership over our mistakes. And if there is a mistake that we've made, obviously legally there are ramifications. So our official response today to BlackRock is go fornicate yourself. And if you don't like it, talk to Chris Pavlovski, CEO of Rumble. I'm sure he'll get right on that.
So the CEO of Rumble has said, we're not taking this stuff down. A lawyer, a letter from a scary letter from a lawyer, we're not taking it down. By the way, Rumble stock, shout out, up 43% over the past month. I know a lot of people got in early, and so it's obviously down from some of its peaks, but it's good to see it clawing back. As of today, it's now up nearly 10%, 8.44%, and rising. So it'd be great to see, you just wonder, hopefully as, they get tested more and more often on whether or not they're actually free speech, and they continue to double down and say, yeah, we are free speech. We are going to back our creators. Maybe there's, an aspect of the investing world that would actually continue to back that. My channel over there has almost 190,000 followers. People keep saying, who's there? Who's there? Well, I mean, you can look 2 days ago, 25,000 views on this video, 19,000 views on this video. My live streams are not a fair measurement. Those always do much better. 25,000 on this video, 28,000 on this. It's getting close to almost 30% of what I get on YouTube. So it's not exactly a small site. Rumble.com/C as in Charlie /the quartering. get on over there, create an account, turn into my live stream. You can already see there's 212 people waiting. I'm recording this at 10:51. I won't be live for another hour and 9 minutes. But, what does this all mean? I want to see you on the live stream today, by the way. Big show. I want to have a big show today. What does this all mean now? Well, Rumble has, said we're not taking the video down, right? Crowder has said he's not taking the video down. I have said I'm not taking my video down. Not that I'm named in any of these things, and I certainly hope I stay out of it because I don't have the financial means of either one of these people to fight this kind of thing. But what's the next move then? Well, now, if BlackRock wants these videos down, this is the beauty of having, a free speech platform, right? Now that they have said, we want these videos down, we're sending you this nasty gram letter. And Rumble and Steven Crowder have both said, we're not taking it down. This pushes back now on BlackRock. The only thing BlackRock can do now is actually file a lawsuit. And what's very interesting about that is when you file that lawsuit, a little something called discovery happens. And you can dig through all sorts of their files, this woman's files, her computers, her email addresses, her personal, financial records. All these things become available to you during discovery because, again, all of this could have gone very differently. I'm having a lawyer respond to a very serious claim like this is not an indication of guilt. I can only look at it how I look at it and think, boy, if somebody said, we've got this terrible, your name or email address was used at this terrible website, and I hadn't used it, I'd be like, look, you can have access to any piece of technology I have. I never used it. I never had any part of it. I disavow it, and then, I guarantee it will go away because you're innocent and you acted like an innocent person. Now you have these lawyers who are now put between a rock and a hard place. Now they have to file a lawsuit if they want these videos down. And it's like getting to the point where, again, the general public is going to start saying, like, what in the heck? Like, why are you acting like this? Why are you so aggressively trying to take these videos down? What else is there to it? Now, I would understand why BlackRock might want to, because, their name's being associated with this. That's why I've tried to stay away from, like, directly naming them, in titles and stuff, because I still believe that, this has, as far as I know, nothing to do with their company and everything to do with one of their employees. But the more they keep putting themselves in front of the freight train, the more their lawyers tell Rumble to take the videos down, the more they protest this from a company's perspective, I start to wonder. And now their only move is to sue and open themselves up to discovery. Reminding you, the law firm has deleted their website, has deleted their Twitter, presumably because they couldn't handle the heat. Then you had the actual individual named in this suit has deleted all their social media, also presumably because they were getting a lot of heat. But again, not an indication of guilt. Now you have BlackRock being put into a serious pickle where their lawyers are going to have to sue for what? They're going to have to accidentally prove that this person didn't. I mean, some of the evidence is very damning. You have their IP address, your home, the home that you owned, logged into this email address. That part of all the other stuff, these online databases, they can be wrong. But when you have the IP address and connected it to the email address and connected it to a home that you owned and you lived in during that time, that looks very suspicious. So we're going to want to keep an eye on this because this may be the biggest, most expensive test of Rumble's commitment to free speech, Crowder's investigative team, if he's holding anything back. And it's going to be very interesting if we see this get open to discovery because they don't want that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like on it. Please do subscribe or follow wherever you're watching. And make sure you head on over to rumble.com/C_Charlie/The Quartering. Tune in for my daily live show. It's 1 Eastern to 3 Eastern. And we have a lot of fun. And it's unfiltered, and, it's just a different experience than maybe where you're watching this video. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you again real soon.